Good evening. It's time for your weekly news update. I'm your anchor, Minh Hua. Our top story this week. The Pardall Carnival once again brightened the streets of Isla Vista with free games, rides, food, and prizes to all members of the community. According to the carnival's host, the Isla Vista Community Relations Committee, the goal of the carnival is to bring together the students and families of the community, as well as promote associated students and work on recruitment. Well, I'll tell you what, I was there myself, and there was definitely a bringing together of folks from all parts of the community. There were elderlies, teens, tweens, and everything in between. And of course, sticking to the carnival's tradition, the infamous Ferris wheel made an appearance, generating lines from silver greens all the way to poke ceviche. Coming up next, covering the UCSB men's soccer vs. Cal Poly game, sports correspondent Maddie Whalen has the exclusive scoop on the blue-green rivalry. Spoiler alert, we got him. Also up next, preferred pronouns on gold, and civic empowerment bills bringing massive changes to the community. Our news anchor Hannah Ford-Monroe has your news update. And to round off a busy week, our events correspondent Sreya Subramanyan has you running every which way across campus for a week of fun-filled events. But now to Hannah with the news.
How's it going, Gauchos and Allen? Welcome back to another year of UCSB TV. I'm Hannah, and I'm here to give you weekly local news updates. Sound good? Let's get started. According to The Bottom Line, on September 12th, UCSB implemented the option for students to enter their preferred pronouns on gold. This move hopes to help prevent students from being misgendered. If you're interested in changing your preferred pronouns on gold, just go to the My Personal Info page. If you want to learn more about the movement behind this development, you can check out the rest of the article on the Bottom Line's website or on their Twitter at TBLUCSB. According to the Daily Nexus, Governor Gavin Newsom has signed several bills that have affected our university. First is Senate Bill 24, which states that, by January of 2023, the UC and CSU systems will provide access to abortion medication through student health. Funding for medication, upgrades in faculty and security, and specialized staff training are all on the horizon. Another bill that passed was Assembly Bill number 963, which is also known as the Student Civic and Voter Empowerment Act. This bill hopes to increase student voter registration. To do so, they'll be hiring, quote, civic and voter empowerment coordinators, unquote, who will come up with specific plans based on their own unique university. Thirdly, Newsom signed Senate Bill 698, which, quote, ensures that primarily low-wage workers at the UC are paid promptly so that they do not have to wonder how they will pay their bills, keep a roof over their head, or put food on the table because their paychecks are late, unquote. If you want to learn more about any of these bills, you can check out the details on the Daily Nexus website. We just got here and there's already that much news? If you tune in next week, we'll have even more. Now, let's go to Maddie with sports.
How's it going, Gauchos? Welcome to your weekly sports update, your inside scoop to the best college athletics. I'm Maddie, and here are the scores you need to know. This past Friday, the Gauchos took on UCLA in men's water polo. We fought hard, but it was a tough game, ending in a close 15-11 loss. On Saturday, our women's volleyball stepped up against the University of Hawaii. The crowd was loud, the adrenaline was high, but we unfortunately walked away with a 3-0 loss. We'll get them next time, Gauchos. On Wednesday, October 9th, our men's soccer team took on Sacramento State. Coming off of a hot win against our rival Cal Poly earlier in the month, they were hungry for another. And we got it. The match ended with the Gauchos winning 2-0. But men's soccer didn't stop there. On Saturday, they creamed Fullerton in a 5-0 win. That marks the team's 10th consecutive win this season. Here's a look into the action that keeps the Dubs coming.
to get Rodney on the end of it. They do here. Here's the ball played in, and the redirect gets an own goal! Cal Poly, I believe, has scored an own goal, and it's 2-0 UCSB. Good hold here by Bainham. Bainham now to Ballard McBride. Gauchos breaking in. Ballard McBride shot score! Ballard McBride has given the Gauchos a 3-1 lead in the 84th.
And on October 10th, it was the women's soccer team time to shine. In their longest winning streak of the season, the Gauchos defeated UC Davis 2-1. Keep it coming, ladies. Thanks for making being a fan so easy, Gauchos. Join in on the fun and support at this week's matches. On Wednesday, October 16th, men's soccer will be facing off against UC Riverside on our home field at 7 p.m. On Saturday the 19th, they're back at it again. Same time, same place, but this time against UC Irvine. Also on Saturday, head on over to the Thunderdome at 7 to watch women's volleyball in their rival match of the season against the Cal Poly Mustangs. On Sunday, October 20th, men's water polo will play University of the Pacific at our home pool at 12 p.m. Right after at 1, women's soccer will play their rival game of the season versus Cal Poly on our home turf. The first 200 fans to arrive at that game will receive a pink t-shirt in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Send your best wishes to our teams on the road. Men's tennis is gone all weekend at Pepperdine for the ITA Regional Championships. Women's soccer plays CSU Northridge on Thursday the 17th, and both the cross-country teams will be at the Santa Clara Bronco Invitational. It's a packed week. Make your way out to one of the many games this week decked out in your best blue and gold. Win or lose, we're all proud to be Gauchos. That's all for your weekly sports. I'm Maddie, UCSB TV. Go Gauchos!
Hey y'all, I'm Sreya and I'm so excited to welcome you back to a new year of UCSB TV. Let's take a look at some of the fun events happening this week. On Tuesday, October 22nd, activist, writer, blogger, and former social worker Feminista Jones will be at the Multicultural Center Theater to talk about empowering women of color and promoting intersectional feminism that truly brings all identities into the fold. This is a great way to increase your own understanding of feminism, so be sure to go and bring your friends because the event starts at 6 p.m. On the topic of feminism, also on Tuesday, October 22nd, Pollock Theater will be screening the film Knock Down the House, a documentary following 4 women, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Amy Villa, Cori Bush, and Paula Jean Swearingen in their foray into politics and the obstacles they face in their respective journeys to bring awareness to and fight for the needs of their communities. The film starts at 7 p.m., so make sure to RSVP online as soon as possible. Finally, on Wednesday, October 23rd, at 6 p.m., the MCC Theater will be screening the film Decade of Fire as part of its Cult of Culture series. The film challenges the stereotypes and subsequent abandonment by local, state, and federal governments of the residents of the South Bronx in the 1980s. Director Vasquez Irizarry aims to bring attention and healing to this community while shedding light on a long-ignored and toxic narrative perpetuated by people in power. That's all for this week's events. Hope you find some time in your week to attend and make sure to come back next week for more. For more information on any of these events, make sure to head to the UCSB Events page or the Multicultural Center website. Back to you, Min.
Thank you, Sreya, for that wonderful update. Well, lots to do this week, and need I remind you that it is week 3 going into week 4, and that can only mean one thing, midterms. Yes, folks, the big MT is coming up and looming on the horizon, so do not forget it. As always, don't forget to follow us on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter at AS_UCSB TV. And as a quick reminder, you can find all of our episodes on the Associated Students YouTube channel, on our UCSB TV Facebook page, and on Gaucho Space. Thanks for tuning in and have a fantastic week.
I'm Maddie, dang it!
You can check out the rest of the article on the Daily
Nexus.
Oh no.